fucking awesome.
Hello boys and girls and fellow travelers and gold diggers everywhere, and welcome to another episode of the journey of your life. And today already episode number 8, and we are still in the phase of the journey meeting with the mentor. Now this is a very important phase of the journey because this is the phase that will light up your life. This is the phase where you will discover your superpowers, so to speak, and all with the help from, well, your mentor. That's why it's called meeting with the mentor, right? And this mentor will inspire you, will give you wisdom and insights and encourages you to push forward on your journey. Now, if you're lucky, this can be an actual physical person, a personal Yoda, so to speak. But it can also be like a book or a movie or a conversation or a webinar or even a story that will, that will inspire you and spark that light inside of you and give you great insights that will push you forward on your journey. But like I said, it can also be a story. Now, in the last video, I shared a story of Rosie Grier, who's a very inspiring person who had a great story to tell that inspired me a lot to go on my journey. Now, if you haven't checked it out yet, go have a look because it's a beautiful story. And today I want to share the story of Florence Foster Jenkins. Now, Florence Foster Jenkins lived in Philadelphia in the United States, and she lived from 1868 until 1944. And Florence Foster Jenkins was the owner of a small theater, a small club, you could say. And she already discovered her passion. She discovered her big dream. And her big dream was to become an opera singer. Now, since she was very wealthy, she had the money to buy, the best vocal coaches, the best people to accompany her on the piano, the best help money could buy, basically. But there was only one small problem that no amount of money in the world could take care of, and that was the fact that she could not sing. And I mean, it was horrible. It sounded like cats and dogs were fighting. Now, maybe you ask, Marcel, how bad was it? Well, I actually found some footage of her on YouTube. This is from, I think, the mid-1930s. So let's have a look, shall we? Now, as you can see, or better, as you can hear, it sounded awful. But that did not stop her from doing the thing that she loved to do the most, being an opera singer. And she actually performed at the Carnegie Hall, which is a very famous stage in the United States. And what she did is she actually bought up all the tickets and then gave it away to all her friends. So at least the room would be full, right? But the audience was divided in basically two kinds of people. So on one hand, you had the people that were laughing at her, that were making fun of her, that were pointing the finger at her and saying, "You sound terrible, that was awful," and they just had a good time laughing at her. Basically, like the audition from Idols or whatever kind of TV shows are nowadays. And on the other hand, you had the people that saw her doing her thing and that actually were inspired by her courage. Because that is the thing, right? I mean, she did something that she loved to do no matter what everybody else thought of that. And that to me is very inspiring. And she actually said some very famous last words on her deathbed. And they were, she said, "People may say I cannot sing, but people cannot say I didn't sing." And that is what the story is all about. I mean, of course, it is about finding your gift, it's about finding your song, about finding your story, but then it is also about sharing that shit with the world. It's not holding back because it's easy to find, it's not easy to find your gift, but, if you find the thing that you love to do most, and you are afraid about what other people might think of you, you're not going to do it, so you're holding back. And that is, you know, a lot of people don't do that. They have found their thing and they're not doing it because they're afraid about what other people might think. And, you know, eventually that fear will lead to regret. Eventually that fear of not doing the thing that you love to do the most is going to lead to regret. So, if you have already discovered your treasure, your superpower, and you are afraid of what other people might think of it, don't let that hold you back. Go do that thing, whatever it is. If you have a song to sing, if you have a story to share, a book to write, I don't know what else, you know, whatever it is, go do that. Go share your gift with the world. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I did. And actually, the story was filmed a couple of years ago. And Meryl Streep actually played Florence Foster Jenkins. So if you haven't seen that movie yet, go check it out. It's not only very funny, but it's also highly inspiring. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, please like, share, whatever. And I'll see you again on the next video. Alright? Hey, much love. Bye bye.